He can't hang.
Y'all know the face, y'all know the name, man. You're tuned into the world's greatest podcast, OKT Podcast. We're doing an Immaculate Love Show today. I'm in a real Immaculate Love Show kind of mood. I want my sis. I don't even know if I can call you my sis. You like my friend for mad long. Because I can't call women my sis, bro. If you find you not my sis.
I'm your forever friend.
My forever. Oh, I love that hashtag, my forever friend. I love that. I got a special guest here with me. Special guest, please introduce yourself.
Hey, it's Nay.
Shout out to the Spartans, man.
But you are 2 for 2 because Bianca was on, so yes, you 2 for 2 today.
Yes. I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to even go back this far and still connect with people.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate each other.
Not hate. It's 2023.
Man, a lot of dark spirits out here. A lot of people hate each other from stuff that happened 20 years ago.
Can't move on. Haven't grown up.
That's
tough. That's hard right there. I don't know about that.
I mean, you're a grown woman now, though. You still look like you're young, though. Skin is popping.
I gotta thank Tasha for that one.
Shout out to Tasha.
That's my mama.
Shout out to Tasha.
Get it from my mama.
Good. Everything good. Skin good. Knees good.
Okay. Not my
Forehead
knees.
still popping.
I know you're
Scalp
right.
look good.
I got my edges.
Edges is there.
I gotta thank my kids for that.
Really? So you got
the army tried to take it away, but
you an army mommy.
Ex.
You're retired.
Heavy on the retire. Put the retire first.
8 years in and you done.
Hey, hello.
You're lit.
Yeah, I try to be.
So what's been going on? I haven't seen you in a long time. What's been going
on? So I did the army thing. 8.5 years. Retired in August. My time was done, but enjoyed the ride though. Like we mentioned earlier, like you just go along, you observe, you absorb the things that you need to absorb, you grow. And on that journey, I had 2 kids, Maya and Mason.
Shout out to Maya and Mason, double M.
Hey, my broke best friends. And now I think I'm just on this like rediscovery kind of journey. The military, you're conditioned to do everything. You have to tolerate a lot. You got to ask for permission for everything. Now I get my hair done and I don't ask nobody. I just hello. So I'm really just like readjusting.
What made you want to go to the military? Because as much as I know you, that's my brother right there. You're to my brother. I don't know where he going. He probably gonna pick up food for his wife because he love her that much.
I like black love.
Yeah, it's crazy. He told me what fatherhood look like for real, and it gives me headaches.
But
it's a beautiful, fruitful journey. Like
it is.
Everything about it is like you just learn how to manage your life, managing other people's lives. And I feel like where I'm at in my life, like in terms of like the positions I'm in with my job, in terms of like some of the things I've been through from COVID on.
Yeah.
Just like this is my relationship with God now, like, and I always had a relationship with God, but like now it's a different level. It's teaching me how to really be a great steward of things, and great management of things. And I think single mothers especially, are really great.
Yeah, let's shout out them.
Shout out to the single moms.
Yeah.
Shout out to the single dads too.
Yeah, we don't forget y'all, but but they teach you, you learn yourself. Like once you become a parent, you really just learn who exactly you are. So you find the identity, and it reshapes everything.
So who are you post kids?
I'm calm. If you knew me, you knew me.
Yeah, but it was never really like.
Don't lie.
All right, we can talk about that.
Let's not. But
we're relating a little bit.
No, I think now I'm really understanding and accepting. We were talking about the balance, right? That's the good, the bad. My son spilled juice on my carpet. I didn't, you just take it. But I'm really just accepting that, kind of not controlling everything. Not everything doesn't have to be perfect, because where we come from. I was born in the projects in Brooklyn, right? So that's what I know. So you try so hard to change that, right? It's like, I don't want this, or I don't want this for my kids, or I shared a bedroom, right? 2-bedroom apartment with my sisters. My kids gotta have their own room. Then you have kids, and they're like, can we sleep together? And you're like, what?
Everything I work for, why?
Right, like, but so I think I'm really just accepting that, and like you said, letting God do His thing. I don't try to interfere. I don't try to redirect. I don't try to hold on to things that He's telling me or sending me signs to like let go of. I see You got it.
Sound like a real wholesome woman right there.
But don't try to skip me in a line in Target, cause.
Oh yeah, you were still. So what position were you in the military?
Cause who?
Cause you a shooter.
Sorry.
You
A sergeant E5.
What that mean? You shoot how many people?
Okay. Hello. Is the feds connected to this?
Nah.
He says, yeah, we need a safe word. But I just I think that my job in the military was human resources.
Oh, okay.
So I did like the clerical stuff, the paperwork, the registration, like I did all of that. And kind of like the managing of soldiers and admin stuff.
So you wasn't out here shooting nobody?
No, we still had to. Don't get it twisted. But it's not what y'all think it is, if that makes sense.
So what is the military like for a black woman?
Minority and a white no, it's hard. But I think for minorities, period, as a whole, it's hard. It's just hard. I don't even know how to explain it. And then you have the groups where a lot of they are single. You have single moms, single dads, or you have dads who have court ordered to have their kids for. It's complicated, but the military doesn't care about complicated. They just want you to do and to be and to show up, but it's not realistic. So
how did you fall into the military? Because it's like knowing you, when I knew you, I'm not saying that I never would have thought that's something that you could have.
No, you can say it.
Never. I didn't. What's the best way to put it? It's not like totally left field because you always had leadership abilities and stuff like that, so I could see you.
I get that a lot.
I just didn't see that you going that way so soon.
I get that a lot. So when did I? 2013.
Right after we graduated.
Yeah. So my mom moved up to Middletown, New York. I was like, brokenhearted at the time trying to navigate that, but it was really slow. It was really slow. So moving straight from Brooklyn, Staten Island, kind of back and forth to Middletown, New York, I was like, what is this? And like you said, that leadership kind of role, that owning things, that drives me, my ambition, it literally fuels me. Spoke to my sister, Felicia, my older sister. She was like, I'm going to join the Navy. Once I heard about water and my hair, I was like, not that, sis. I can't do that. But the Army guy was right there. And he was like, hey, you can join and we'll have you shipped out tomorrow. And it might be the Aries in me, right?
Shout out to big Aries.
Aries season. I'm very impulsive. So I was like, I could leave tomorrow. Okay. So I just picked it and I ran with it.
And what was the process like for you?
It was quick. And I think that I liked that. Like I liked I get to pick my job. I took the test. I picked my job. I had to wait to MEPS. And actually, right, going back, I was supposed to join like before with like Bridget. She went support. She went before me. Yeah. She started it and I didn't join when she joined, so I joined afterwards. But it was good. And I left sporadically. It was very sporadic because I told my mom, I said, hey, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving next week. And yeah, that's what started it. So funny.
It probably recorded, but it's okay. We'll come back to it if it doesn't. Let's just continue where we was at. So COVID-19 was hard for you as a mother.
Yeah, sure was.
And depression.
Yeah. I think it opens your eyes to a lot of parents. They put themselves last, right? It's like my kids come first. You want to make sure that your kids are good. But to be able to function and put your feelings to the back burner, it's like when you shake a soda, right? And it's like you take the top off. Can't control how fast it's gonna come out, but like I'm gonna explode, right? Like I'm gonna lose it. And then you have those environmental factors, like the military is annoying. So now I'm at work, I don't want to be here. Then I go home, I don't want to be here either. Oh, but I have kids, so I have responsibilities. So now I got to make cereal. And you're like, hey, we don't want cereal for dinner anymore, but this is what you're getting, right? Like this is what I have energy for. So COVID but everything was closed. It was closed. Everybody was like going crazy over the toilet tissue. Still don't know what that was about. So it was hard. A lot of tears.
And you said like to do this during, like to be depressed during parenthood, like, cause I'm hearing how recently, like seeing it up close and personal, what being a parent is about and what it's like, is crazy to me.
If a parent tells you, if you ask a parent like when's the last, and they don't tell you about a time where they cry while the dinosaur chicken nuggets were in the oven, they're lying. They're lying because it's so, and it'll hit you. And some people have that like resiliency where they just hold it and and then some don't. It's just like, oh, what you doing? I'm about to cry right quick, but I'll get back to you. So it's a different ball game for sure.
No, I hear that. Any advice to any single mothers out there, mothers that are going through this? Any advice that you would be able to share about just how to navigate this?
Girl, cry. I ain't gonna listen. I don't care if you just got your lashes done. I don't cry like that. That has helped me so much because at the end of, like, you know me, but I'm like strong. I'm like super
always positive, uppity.
And it's crazy because in the military they're like, oh no, I had a mentor. She told me, she was black too. I looked up to her. She was like, you can't cry. You can't be a black woman and cry and let these men see you crying. Like, and that hit me different. Like, what do you mean? That's like you telling, as a mom, you telling your son like, boys don't cry. They do. You will not be one of these toxic men that harbor animosity and tension and like negative feelings and choose violence first because you didn't want to cry. Cry. I mean, put your chin up and your chest out, but you know, because you're still a man, right? But you cry. So that changed my perspective too. And it's like I could be just talking. It's like if I feel like I just do it. I don't care. This might be weird. We might be in a line at Target. That's my favorite store, by the way. That's why I keep saying it. And I'll just start crying because I need to. Mind your business. Unless you're going to pay for stuff in my cart. Just let me cry.
What's up with women's infatuation with Target? Is it really that lit in there?
Yeah, it's the best place ever.
What about Target is busting like that?
Everything.
Oh my god. Is it the way it smells?
It's aesthetically pleasing, right? They got the Starbucks when you first walk in. Free refills, you know. It's giving what it's supposed to give.
Okay.
Good quality, you know.
Target's just the vibes.
It's the vibes.
So if I'm looking for a wife, go to Target?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to get her in her natural state, though.
When you say that means no makeup.
Yeah, you know, she might got the diaper booty in the sweatpants.
The diaper booty,
you know?
that means the big draws.
But that's her authentic self.
I mean, and that's what it's about.
So if you attracted to her like that, imagine when she get
fire.
Imagine.
I mean, I've always
chef's kiss, cause
immaculate.
You did that, honey. Immaculate.
Queen, I need you. I love you. Let me love you.
Go to Target.
Let me take you to.
People, if you see Cletus in a Target near you,
come on.
Just know that he's looking.
Come on. I'm here to swipe credit card, baby.
Hello.
What you need? You getting candles? Go get the candles.
What's
with the
that
little
song?
toys.
Just throw it in the bag.
Throw it in the cart.
In the bag.
Make sure you hit the target, baby.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy. Okay. Wow. I'm really impressed. And I'm not saying impressed because like I had like weird expectations. It's just like talking to you after what 20 years?
Yes.
Like 10, like 15, at least 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm taken back by this.
Yeah, but we see each other grow, and I think that like social media is very connective, right? So to see and still witness like that evolve, like to evolve into the man that you are, the woman that I am, like Bianca, it's a beautiful thing from a distance, and I'm clapping for you all from a distance. But to say like, hey, you did that, like, oh, that's proud. Oh, I'm proud of you. Oh, I see you.
Nah, you look good.
Clothing line, I'm telling you.
You haven't aged. You have not aged.
I told you before I could still fit my like high school senior shirt.
Fellas,
it's sad.
She snatched.
No,
the body is snatched.
It's childish.
The body is snatched.
It's childish.
If you're looking for
it's giving. I fit Gap kids clothes. That's,
really?
Yes, and it's cheaper though. Hello, if you can, don't rule it out.
Now I'm at the point, and I love my friends I love the people around me. Like, and it's a lot of the parents. Like, they're like at this point where like, yeah, I'll buy Jordans if I really care.
Baby, I don't got it because I don't got
care
it.
To like all my money goes to my children. Like these kids eat.
They do. My daughter, she goes to what you want? Can I have a steak? A who?
A steak?
You want a who?
Your daughter wants a steak?
Man.
Take her to Golden Corral.
Chicken tenders and fries, please. But yeah, she but I think that it's a beautiful thing that I'm able to do that, right? Because I'm used to like, you know, corner store food all the time. Like my mom we ain't never. So now I do intentional date nights. I have a jar of quality time things that I could do with my kids. And I never had that. So it's a beautiful thing. So she still get the steak, but don't.
It's not all.
She got to work for it. Yeah, it's like, did you make your bed this week? Because I don't know why you in here asking for a steak. But I like that I'm in that position.
Y'all make parenthood sound so fun, but not fun. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I'm not. It's not that I'm selfish either. It's just like my patience. I need a great wife. Like,
I'm not patient at all.
I'm gonna need a great wife to do this. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I can't do this by myself. If I have to do this by myself, I'll get it done. But
you'll learn who you really are.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry a lot. I'm gonna cry a lot.
Like my kids taught me that although I'm a communicator, I was an aggressive communicator. Like,
elaborate on that.
I communicated, but aggressively. My tone, my choice of words, I had no regard for like the processing period for other people. So like, say if we were dating and we was beefing, I want to talk right now, but that might not be what's best for you at the moment. So yeah, I communicate, but it was very aggressive, very. So my kids taught me, hey girl, you're not as great as you think you are. And so, hey, I got to fix it.
Okay, so now, outside of the kids, the family, what about you? What's up with you? What's life like for you? Like, outside of, like, because I feel like a lot of the parents that I talk to, like, their lives are their children.
Right.
And their family. Like, what is your life like when you're not being mommy? Who are you not being mommy?
As a single mom, you're never not mommy. But I'm Tanasia first, right? I'm Nay first, and then my titles come after.
I guess what I'm asking is, when you're not M-O-M-M-Y, when are you M-A-M-I?
I'm always M-O-M-M-Y. Like, okay. Right now, I'm like, it's look at the time. Maya should have her teeth brushed. I don't know if she did it. I really want to text my sister. Shout out to my sister. She's babysitting. But it's like, you can't turn it off. I don't care what you do. It never turns off. But I'm very now, like, outside of them, I just do things organically that I want to do. If I gravitate towards just sitting in the park, I do that. I don't try to calculate it. I don't try to plan it. I just do. I just go. Because we'll talk ourselves out of a lot of things. And we'll procrastinate with a lot of things. So now I just go and I just do and I just be. If God want me there, I'll find my way there. If not, then I won't. But even when it's like I'm questioning it, I still do it. But I'll be sitting here like, you sure? Because it's raining, God. I don't really know if I'm supposed to be at the park right now. But I'm supposed to be in the park, if that makes sense. So I just do. I like trying new things. I try everything once. But everything I do, no matter what it is very intentional. Very intentional. So, and that's just a way of life, I guess.
Okay. And what kind of man are you looking for right now? And I know you keep saying you're not looking.
Turn the microphone
But I'm
off.
saying, if a man, like, what are the attributes of a man that you be like, yeah, I could at least talk to you?
I don't want to speak on that, because if you tell somebody something,
I mean, if they slide in your DMs, you got the discernment factor down pat, and you got a gun.
Do you really though? See, that's the thing. Like, I know I was able to narrow down my non-negotiables, because my list, if you would have asked me like 2 years ago, it was not realistic at all. So now it's like.
So what was it and was it now?
Last year, I couldn't even tell you, because I already accepted the fact that they were non-realistic. But now it's kind of just, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
And
okay.
do you show up for yourself like that consistently? It's more of a like an individual thing. So I'm observing for individual aspects, as opposed to when you approach somebody like, oh, I like them. How can they compliment me or benefit? How can I benefit from this situation? I don't have that lens. It's kind of just like, what does he do for himself? What has he done for himself? How does he show up for himself? And then I go based off that.
Do you think that translates to family though? Like, if he's doing that for himself, would you see that automatically as him doing that for kids, for a wife?
Because it's who you are.
Okay,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Like that when it's in you, it's in you. But a lot of people, they'll see something that they like, and so they'll put stuff on them. They'll
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They'll wear that. I'm consistent until you're not. Like, were you consistent with your degrees? Did you get them all? Like, if you had that plan, right? Did you stick to that or nah? And if you didn't, that's okay, but why not? Are you going back? Do you have that? Oh,
Do
no.
you still want it?
Yeah, but it's like, oh, no, I got this vision. Now I'm an entrepreneur or I'm or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, I see. So now it makes sense, right? But you showed up for yourself and you took a detour, but same route, right? Destination's the same. You just went about it a different way.
That's an interesting way to think about it. I never thought about that way. What are some red flags that you was like, nah, that snuck up that you was like, nah, hell nah, fuck no?
I just, I feel like people or men are just, they're clear up until their understanding of things. So clarity, being concise, those are things that are just like, if you don't have that, no matter how small it is, if it's like your Zaxby's order, like tell me what you want, because I'm going to tell you what I want. Like I want a 4-piece, right? I want hot honey mustard. I want extra fries. I want a high C, no ice. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want. But men, they'll get to they know they want Wendy's. They'll pull up into the drive-thru. You following the picture? They'll get to she's like, hi, this is Tammy thank you for coming to Wendy's. What can I get you?
I ain't gonna lie. But it's more so because like every day I have a new palette.
No, but okay. So now let's apply women. Let's apply women.
Okay.
So now you're here and you're like, well, what do you want, right? And it's like, not take away the physical, right? Because yeah, you want somebody that looks nice. And what do you want? Like, how do you want her to respond to conflict? How do you want her to navigate, right? But you'll be at the little intercom.
Ooh, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. These are some deep questions. Can you ask me them and see if I can answer them?
Yeah.
So what are some of these questions that you ask men? Like when you're on a date or you trying to get... What are some of these... Cause I feel you ask some hard-ass questions on a date.
Is the mic on?
The mic is on.
What
kind of
you want?
In a woman?
No. See? You don't gotta... What do you want?
What do I want right now?
It's like the hardest... It's like the hard...
Because I'll say if I was like, all right, what do I want right now? I want to become more financially, educationally stable.
Okay.
So that I can be able to be the man, husband, father, brother that I need to be.
Fair.
In a relationship, what do I want? I want a woman that I feel loves God, that loves me, that understands me, that wants to be a great mother, and still loves herself. So I just need someone who complements who I am as a person. I don't really need much more. Then it's also my culture. I need someone who can really respect and understand my culture. And why I say that is I meet a lot of people, and everyone who know me know there's no slight to nobody else. I want a black woman. I want to be with a black woman. Black meaning person of African American descent. If she's not black 110%, but she's everything I'm looking for, it's cool. I don't judge people solely off of that. But I feel like the cultural piece, like, is she going to be willing to understand who I am, what I eat, what I like to eat, why I like to eat it, the people that I love, that groomed me? Because I come from the it takes a village mentality.
Absolutely, it does.
I come from that. So if you're going to come in and be like, oh, I don't like the fact that your mom said something, and I'm going to look at you like, yo, well...
Get her out of here.
Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, is she not involved in our child's progression as well?
Those are great things. Great things. Ask me the question. Okay,
hi. Welcome to Cletus's house. What do you want?
Thank you for extending your home to me.
Go call it Cletus's corner.
Extending your corner to me. What do I want? So I want a healthy person who has a healthy conscience, who prioritizes healthy dynamics.
What does healthy mean to you?
Healthy to me, whichever, whatever, however, is navigating towards you, because can you bounce back, right? Adversity you can't avoid it, right? So if healthy to you is, I don't know, like running every day, and that it keeps you functioning, keeps you stable, it's different for everybody. So what is your okay? Like, what is your good? What is your happy? But you're going to show up that way. And you know that no matter what happens, if I lose my job today, I can still do blah, 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 blah. If I don't like my wife today, I can still do blah, 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 blah.
So you want someone who's like, and I always put it like this, I want someone who's recession proof.
Get off.
Nah, let me explain it, because someone who like good, bad, happy, sad, like highs and lows. They just somewhere in that middle all the time. They always find themselves just good, like okay. And I know like it's not easy, but I feel like as someone who's been that, like I don't. It's the same mentality. Don't get too high on your own supply. You know, don't be so happy that the highs and that you think the lows don't exist. Don't get too low. Yeah. Balance the karma, the yin and yang. Like I am the epitome of just like, bro, trust God.
You have to be self-aware for that.
Have to, and I think that I want someone who's also self-aware. I love creatives. I need a woman who's like. I love the 9 to 5 mommies, but my 5 to 9, my 5 to 9 is I like my art, or I like I want to live in an art gallery.
Complimentary.
I want my house to look like an art gallery. I want my home and my house to feel like paradise, and paradise to me is.
So what is the purpose? So a purposeful partner would like that would be. But do you tie it to the individual?
No. I feel like you should be already just full and whole and happy and healthy, and you don't think the recession is going to combat that. It's going to tell you no, we're not happy. But I need a woman general too, because I already know what I'm like. I know what it's going to come.
Say it with your chest.
Me versus anybody back against the wall. I'm getting into the. I'm
chin up,
home.
chest out.
I'm Gucci. I know that. I need a woman to know that too for herself, not just because I'm her man. I don't want someone to my man me to death because of nice things I do.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah, I want you to know that. Listen, like, God forbid something happens to me. Can you hold all this shit together?
Okay, ladies. So what he's saying is you need to be self-sufficient.
Have to.
You have to be an adult.
Have to, because I know what kind of shoes I have to fill. And the problem is, what I realize with a lot of people always try to put themselves on me, meaning this is my culture, this is my people, this is how we eat, this is who we are. But they never really ever take a chance to question, yo, what is it like to be you? What is it like to be from where you from? Where you even from? They just say, "Oh, you African," and then assume like Africa is this one place where everyone's the same.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And now everyone's is finally starting to use Google, and they're realizing, hold on, wait, Africa is huge.
Yeah,
like Africa's the content crazy? Of Africa is not a country.
I had somebody. It was like an Instagram post or whatever, and the baby was speaking patois, and I was like, yeah, but I'm Panamanian, so. Afro-Latin, West Indian. So it's like, yeah. It was like, oh, well, patois is the accent? Or is it the dialect? Oh, you don't know Panamanian speak? Oh, okay, never mind. Because there's Spanish people who have West Indian accents. Shout out to Raga. So, but people are just so, like you said, Google, right? Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. So you're loud and wrong.
Yeah, I'm not. And it's like people want me to sit here and educate and clear up their misconceptions, and it's like,
oh yeah,
if you want me to be your professor, you can just pay me to do that. But if
professor's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was doing before. That's my occupation. That was what I was doing.
Yeah, but like I think that there's do you care to learn, right?
That's true.
Like educate, do you have that? And I think that's attractive too. Like you educate yourself on something that's important to your partner or the people, even friends too. Friend relationships are equally important. And it's like, oh, that drive. So now I don't mind teaching you because you've displayed that. So yeah, I can be your professor, but you have to be willing to.
As a partner, I say yes. As a partner, someone, because I would already assume that because I'm already.
You should never assume.
Well, I'll say this: because I'm already vetting you, I'm taking the time to vet you. I'm already knowing that you have certain capabilities in you to learn certain things. So I'm already. It's not gonna be like we're having this conversation just because you nosy.
But do you know your capacity? Because not everybody has that.
Great point.
Like, you have to know, like, I told you don't leave the milk out.
I'm one of the people, I'll keep it real. I'm one of the people that you might have to tell me, like,
because it'll be like the little things.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm one of the people. I'm not gonna say you gotta tell me certain things like a lot of times. Like I'm a fact kind of guy. Like you tell me something that's really interesting, factual, I'll remember it. But there's certain things like names, I'm just not the greatest at. Like, or that, like if it doesn't really matter,
but it might not matter to you, but it matters to me.
Them. Yeah, but but I study people, so it's not like if you're like my woman.
I like that.
I'm gonna study you. Like it's kind of almost to the point that's like I know when you're hungry, I know when you're tired, I know when, like I'm not gonna say obsessive like on some you shit, but like I'm on some like I pay like I study communicate. I think people forget I study communication. Like I'm still want to get my PhD in the communication or something else, but I still want to get that PhD and finish that. I was there.
Yeah,
I'm really, really good at that.
Back to capacity. You're saying you have that capacity to always apply that because you have to study me now. You have to study the woman that I'm going to be.
Yep.
You have to study and know the woman that I was in order to understand the woman that I am and who I'm going to be.
That's true.
And then accept that it's circumstantial. We
and
can't
love
control
that
it.
about you.
Because like COVID, right? Yeah. No one prepared for that.
You know what's crazy? COVID for me ain't really stopped nothing. I think what it did for me though was I had I'm not gonna say like an addictive personality, but there's like I was smoking a lot.
Ooh.
I was smoking a lot of weed.
Shout out to the devil grass.
Yeah, nah, it was bad. Like everyone around me smoked, so it was a lot of that. And not everything I was smoking probably wasn't the greatest stuff. So I know I was getting sick. A lot of people was seeing me outside.
Reggie's? Please.
Nah, I mean that's not ever my attention. Actually, I smoke a. Shout out to Immaculate Gas, but we can't talk about it right now. But it got to the point where it's like, yo, like it's more like this. I guess the best way to put it is like, you don't realize how blessed you are because people will say like you're blessed because you have everything you want, and then not know that having everything you want doesn't mean you're blessed.
And it comes with a price.
Exactly, and that's what it was for me. I had everything I wanted, and I had it at influx. Almost to the point that I got almost so caught up in that I forgot to give God glory for even putting me in that position.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. It was like I got really caught up in a lot of things, and then I was back on Staten Island too. So there was a lot of childhood.
You was familiar. That's your trenches. Okay.
There was a lot of stuff that I had to deal with that I didn't deal with in a long time. A lot of people I was seeing.
I was telling.
Yeah. So it was like. A lot of people, I felt like I kept saying the same thing to them for 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a lot of people was like, yo, like a lot of people had an idea of who I was, but they don't understand what I've been through, where I was already at. Yeah. So they think I'm still Cleese from 2008, but it's like, nah, like I lived in like 6 different places.
And you know the crazy part too is that I don't think it's not talked about enough, but this is just my military. You have to grieve that person. It's almost like you essentially die, right? And you have to just let that person stay in that place or stay in that state or stay. That's not who I am. And I've already accepted and I've already incorporated the things that I've learned. But I'm not, don't talk to me like 2009 Tanasia because she's not here. The address changed, so
the number's different.
The numbers,
the old phone you still can get through. This one you blocked. Yeah,
hey, blocked. I don't block people. I think that's childish.
You don't?
No.
Shit, you want them to see the progression?
Not even see the progression. I just don't block people. I probably should.
Shit.
Should I start?
Yes.
I should.
Without a doubt.
I don't know.
If not block, learn how to use your restrict button. Just give yourself. You gotta set boundaries. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, I could set boundaries.
Is it more? I'll ask you this question: is it more energy to not block somebody, or is it less energy to have to let people who really don't respect your boundaries keep on disrespecting your boundaries? I'm at the point in my life where I'm okay with just be like, you know what? And it's not malice-ful. I'll just either like, yo, just stay over there. Like, I could block you on this platform and still love you in person. Certain things, certain places aren't meant for everybody to be able to have access to you. So for me, I could do that. Like, and I had to realize, like, yo, like, Clee, like,
I don't know.
Love yourself.
Why can I love you in person and not love you on Instagram?
I feel like,
who are you? What version of you are you giving me on
you know
Instagram?
what it is? I think it's the information. I think it's the fact that you as a person, and people aren't who they are on social in person, but a lot of people who are genuinely just them are them. So for me, for example, like, I'm the same in the socials as in person. The problem is people will then go on the socials and study me.
Yeah, but
and I'm a giver, so it's like, okay, cool. But it's also like, I don't want people to then try to now think that because they see me on Instagram that they have complete and total access to me all the time. That's what it is. It's like, when you rarely see me unless I want to be seen. But on the socials,
who you telling?
When I post, I'm doing something, everybody, like, there's people that will, like, everything I post want to have a comment on, have a deep think piece, and it's like, bro, respectfully, as much as I want to help you, this is not what we doing. Like, I'm not going, if you really need me to be your professor, like, I could make a class and you could just book me and pay me for it.
Book me.
Yeah,
that
because
part.
it's going to cost, it's too taxing to try to constantly explain to you things that we've already had conversations about.
Repetitive, yeah.
Yeah, we have all these platforms. Do your Googles. Like, I get it, and also maybe it's a little bit of an ego thing for me, but it's like, yo, like when I get out of being, because no one knows what my life is like off air, offline.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of the people that actually live in real life. I don't live on the socials.
Yeah.
A lot of people live for the socials. I'm not one of them people.
It's like, you want to walk in you want to put these Crocs on?
Bro, I got velveteen loafers on and it's raining out. My feet will be wet and I'm still going to wear these loafers with pride.
And some people will not. I'd rather walk barefoot than walk in wet shoes.
I mean, it's okay. That's why, the fit had to look
But
a
I'm
certain
walk
type
with
of
you.
way.
But I'm gonna walk with you.
If it says immaculate on it, then we wear it.
Hello.
That's it. But it's just, I'm still also learning boundaries, because like in African home, I felt like, well, in my homes, I'll say more for my home, we are raised to only like go hard for each other. Like, I don't have to like everybody, but that's family.
Yeah.
So boundaries, everyone's concerned, they're gonna go above and beyond because they're concerned about their family, not knowing that sometimes their concerns can go against the boundaries. Like, hey, I'm setting certain boundaries because I need that for my own well-being. The idea of who I am because you love me is different from the idea of who I am because I need to love myself.
That's tough.
It gets deep, but that's why for me, I think 30, I'm gonna start dating seriously.
That's a good.
I'll be financially stable by then. I'll be in a better mental space. At that point, everybody gonna be already showing me who they were, so I can just.
I think the mental part is not. It's always. So I have bipolar. I'm bipolar.
Oh, I see you've been posting a lot about that.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to accept the diagnosis.
Trust me.
But
I know.
It's definitely, it's up and down. It's hot. It's cold.
Do you have to take medication for it?
Yes, I do. And if you're prescribed it, please take it.
Yeah, because if you don't, you start spazzing.
Man, do you?
Worse than beforehand.
The denial. When I was in denial about it, I did stop. I was like, nah, I'm not bipolar, right? Like, not me.
What? So like, you just recently got diagnosed, or you've been diagnosed for a long time? I've
been diagnosed for a long time, but I thought that the military was just trying to, like, say, oh, it's just this justifies her anger, right? Let's just say. So I was like, but I took it, and then I was like, no, like, I had somebody that really like cared about me, and it was like, sis, you might be right, like, take it. So I guess it was accepting it. I was in denial for a long time about it.
That's fair. I don't know if this is the platform to say it, but I'll say it. I'm also bipolar.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I will say, because I don't like to talk too much, but I would say, like, I don't wear it like it's a badge of honor, not because it's like something I'm afraid to talk about. It's just I'm learning that everybody don't need to know everything about you.
They don't, but they do.
But yeah, if it can help somebody, like for me, I think mine's came during COVID. Like, I might have been bipolar for a long time, but because I had my life figured out and operating at a certain level, and because I'm very smart, intelligent, all these other
functioning.
Yeah, so it didn't really mess up a lot of things. It definitely messed up some things. Like, it's probably one of the reasons why I had hard times with really being in long-term relationships. Probably one of the reasons why
100%. I can relate that back to like high school.
Yo, and I get like, people, I be telling people all the time, like, yo, just leave me alone, because I just don't want to get mad for real. And then also I self-isolate, and it's like probably one of the reasons why, like, and people would be like, oh, Cleese, you always change your friends every couple of years. It's like, you don't ever have a friend group for real. And it's like, as much as I sometimes it'd be like, yo, Cleese, you bugged out, but sometimes also people just don't do right by me.
Yeah, or in compatibility and suitability.
So
they go together.
And maybe it might be a mixture of both. Maybe I wasn't with it with something that was my small, and I might have blown it up. Like, nah,
I'm
fuck
the problem.
That. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm at the point where, like, I don't take the medication, but I got the shot. It's expensive ass shot. So now my energy is worth too much. You can't get me. If you're gonna get me tight, just know now this is really you. Before, we could have had a discussion. Now, if you get me tight in 2023 on, like, every season on, it is you. Like, I do therapy, I take my shot, I'm good. So people get like, no, nobody can switch my medications on me. No one could be like, oh, nah. I make sure I go and take my shot. I take my shot, and I shut the fuck up, and I go to work. And that was another thing. I think that's another reason why being an entrepreneur worked for me, because it was like I got to control my own schedule, because maybe by being the bipolarism was messing with how I work with people and how I was getting things done. And I've been on a lot of teams, and I just want to just big up my parents and my family, because I have a really great support system.
Yeah, amen.
And my whole entire life, I don't think they noticed something was wrong with me, but they always had put me in situations where I had to deal with it head on.
Yeah.
It was never like, oh, this diagnosis like from the school we're taking and now he's on pills. No, it's like, we're going to find ways for this spirit that he has to be broken. Put him on a bad basketball team. See how long he gets mad. Put him at 51, and the first day you see someone get knocked out, and see what he does.
Yeah.
Put him, and like they just put him in this program for Saturday school and make sure he goes, and he can't play basketball until he gets his act together. Like, my parents were very, very tactical in raising me. So yeah.
I think that it so for me, I have bipolar 2, but it's type 2.
What is bipolar type 2?
It's where you have manic episodes and depressive episodes, but medication is good for the maintenance, as far as the stability, mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, stuff like that. But going back to like the friendships, I have you know of people and you maintain, but I have like some friends like Nick Pace.
Wow! Shout out to the chef.
Big sandwich. He makes sandwiches now in Brooklyn.
That man make the chocolate. You can't tell about what kind of the chocolates.
He makes everything, and it's delicious.
And his sister. Shout out to
Angela.
Yep,
Angie. Yeah,
Angela Pace.
But we're friends to this day. Even like and it's like we go back, right? This is like 6th grade, 7th grade, and it's like we can still pick up like we never left off, and we just click. And it's like that person gets it, and that person got it and got me when I was not on medicine, when I didn't have kids, so that version of me that was compatible with that version of you, it carried on all this time. So it's good, and now it makes sense. You know, it's like, oh, I understand, or oh, I get it, and we're locked in. Ain't no switching up.
Ain't no switching up. I'll say for me, what I've learned is, what did I say I've learned from my process? I would say, I've learned to give yourself grace. I didn't know how to give myself grace. I still to this day don't know how to give myself grace.
I don't think black people do that.
Nah, hell no.
I don't think.
I gave myself a lot of grace this year. I also learned to leave things where they are.
Oof.
I was the person that always try to fix things.
Now you preaching. Like, now he's preaching.
Yeah, I leave things where it's at. I'm okay with telling people to block me. I'm okay with.
Ooh.
Yeah. Before, I'd always try to fix.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
And then last but not least, I'd say I've also learned to love one of the people who truly love you. Not like love you when it's convenient. Like, I'm blessed to have like a good amount of people who like love me. And also be okay with how people love you. Like, I think sometimes a lot of people, you gonna walk out with your barefoot? No,
man.
Like, be okay with how people love you, because like I used to have like these super high expectations for people because I would go like that for them, but I had to be real. Like, yo, Clee, like that's just not how everyone even knows how to showcase and communicate love. So just be okay with loving people and letting people love you how they love you. And if it ain't compatible to what you want, then compartmentalize it. Like, all right, they love me like this, so I'm gonna love them like this. Or they love me like this, all right, I'm gonna take this love, but this is how I'm gonna accept it at that level. Anything outside that love, like I had people on my phone, like I have like, yo, they can't go outside with me. Like, when I go outside, I'm really outside. Like sections.
He said, where we at?
Yeah, certain people just not a lot of, like, that's just not what they do. Like, they're, all right, we at the house function. They can come to the house thing. That's what they good for. Like,
you have people and you put them in the category that they belong to, and you hold them to that.
Yeah, because it's not fair to them, because now I'm getting mad at folks and they're just like, they're trying. Like, it's not like they're not trying. They're trying. They're just not executing at the level that I need them to execute. But the reason why they're not is because that's just not who they are meant to be. So
okay, I have a question. So say you're, first of all, this is like situational, right? But you just struck something. So say you or dating somebody, and we're just role playing, right? Like, I'm just super, she does things her own way, right? She does, and you just feel like, because it's a masculine, that's the thing for 2023, I guess. She's very masculine, or she's very, like, you just feel less of a man, or you don't feel like you're needed or useful. But she's like, hey, like, I'll tone it down, or I'll be that feminine woman. But what if she doesn't know how?
For me, I wouldn't want someone to not be who they are naturally around me.
But you just said it. But if you don't know, or if you've never been exposed to it,
if that's just who she is, then I have to be willing to take that's just who she is.
Ooh,
and if
do men do that though?
Yeah, I think so.
They take things and then they complain about it, but you let it ride.
Nah, I got to, because I'm not finna change you, because you are showing me who you are.
But what if she wants to change? What if she wants to? She's just like, hey, honey, I've never been around soft women, so I don't know.
All right, so let me tell you a story. I had a woman call me one time and really, like, borderline yell at me like, yo, Cletus, why is it that I can't figure you out?
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to. And I'm looking at her like, so why are you calling me like this? I would say, for me personally, I would say figure that out on your own.
Hold
and
on.
then come back.
Shout outs to her, because she said that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of women in my corner that
her.
keep it real. I think a lot of people think I don't got a lot of people that keep it.
That's a pride thing. That's a pride thing. I'm not about to tell this. I'm not about to call this man's phone and tell this man I don't know.
These women don't like me. They like to tell me everything that I do that's bad. They don't really like me. They like to tell me. They love to call me to make sure, like, all the women I know. It's like, it's very rare I meet women that are like, oh, Clears, I love you because you just nice and you kind, and nah, it's like, Clears, I don't like what you said on your podcast.
Your garlic bread was dry.
Or you've been talking a lot of shit, lady. I'm like,
oh man,
like, damn, y'all can't even tell me good morning. I hope you having a blessed day. I don't get a lot of women don't compliment me because I have a lot of confidence, and that's the one thing I would say. Ooh. Women, if you dealing with a confident man, it's okay to still compliment him. It doesn't make him more arrogant. It's like, you still show him that you love that man. Like, come on. He's still human. It's because he's confident. Don't mean he don't have no love for me.
What are 3 things that you need from a woman? That I
need from a woman?
Yep.
Ooh.
Just 3.
Intimacy.
Oof.
Great. I like great people, so I need comfort. I need comfortability. I need to know that I'm secure.
In what?
And always, in all factors, like mental, spiritual, physical. Like, if I
do you think that's a lot of pressure?
I don't think it is, because comfort to me is just creating a space for me to be myself. Like, if you are a person that wants people to accept you for who you are, I feel like the only way you can do that is by creating a room for others to be accepted by being who they are. And if you can't accept all of them, then that's okay. Just make sure that you're able to understand that everyone ain't going to accept you, and you just create room to accept people within the realms of what you can. And that's why I'm very okay with being single, because it's like, it's not that I know, like, I can't date or I'm not compatible with somebody. So, like, I understand, like, hey, like, sometimes it's just not, it's very hard for somebody to be everything for you.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not asking you to be everything for me. I'm asking you to just be enough of who you need to be, so I can be myself with that.
You know, you still owe me one more, but the thing with dating is that when you're dating, you take those boundaries that you created, right? And all of a sudden, they're written in dry erase marker.
Yeah, you throw them things right out the window.
Yeah, but mine are written in like a permanent marker. Like, it's like tattooed. Like, you come to this, and it's like, okay, no, he's cute, so I can erase this, and he can talk to me however,
hell
but it's like,
Nah, I ain't one of those, because and I think I'm gonna just keep it real.
He's a good man, Savannah. I'm telling you.
No, hell no. Staten Island spoils us, because I don't think people understand how many women on Staten Island actually look very attractive.
We are past the physical.
Let me. But that's the thing. A lot of people aren't. Like, when a lot of people.
Do you know how old we are?
Yeah, but you would be surprised. Like,
is it because Instagram, the BBL?
It's not the BBL. We have a lot of the most naturally, we're from New York City. We have it all. So being from Staten Island, we got it too. Like, it might not be like the Bronx and BBL, or it might not be like a bunch of Brooklyn girls or Swag Girl or something, but we got girls from everywhere who live on the borough, who are all attractive from all these different walks
that
of
are
life.
very much recycled.
I mean, yeah, but they all, for a lot of them, come from good homes.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So when you really look at it, it's like, I call it respectable. I don't even want to call them respectable thoughts, but we do got a lot of them.
See, I said recycled.
Yeah, no, we got to respect them because it's like, bro, when they leave the borough and go anywhere, that's somebody's whole wife. No question asked. Like, I've met women that I know hella stories about. They leave and go to anywhere else in this world. They are a 10.
Yes.
A 10.
That is very
and they
true.
the coolest. They the most well-mannered. They know how to clean, cook. They are a wife, like straight up. So it's like.
But I don't think those things matter. Like I'm really like learning. You can have the picture perfect, right? Like the Idris Elba or and what he's looking for is not like. The only reason why I was able to ask you that question is because a man asked me, like, what is your conflict like? What do you look like? Like, what does that look like to you? Like, how do you respond to conflict? How do you? And I was just like, hold on.
I don't.
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't have, like, I know this sound crazy, but like, conflict for me, if I really gotta be beefed out, like, I don't get mad, like, because of the reason now that we know.
Right.
I try my best not to get mad.
Yeah.
Because when I get tight. Like, I get very mad, and I'm very, 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 like, strategic and meticulous about how mad I get. And because I know you,
Aries hold grudges too.
Oh, and I know what buttons to pick and choose. So for me, like, I myself, in terms of conflict, like, I want to just, as long as we can win, I don't really care about how we win. I will say, like, morals do play a role in it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, cut the head, cut the tongue in front of the kids. No. I'll be like, put the kids somewhere else. Let's have a conversation. You could do what you got to do. But I'm saying, for me, what makes me comfortable is this, that, the third. If you choose to do this, know that you got to deal with that with God. And that's how you got to handle it. But for me and you, this is what I established. Whatever you choose to do outside that, you got to stand on that. And
we can have that. We can have this conversation now, and then when it happens, when you're emotionally, women are very emotional, right? And men are logical, right? That's just naturally how we're designed. So I can sit here and tell you the book answer, black and white, right? And then now I love this man, and what you mean date night is canceled, right? I'm emotional, right? So how do I respond? Or like, hey, I can't do this, or hey, we don't have enough for this. So once you're actually in those moments, hey, COVID hits, right? We don't, it's not possible. The whole world is shut down, right? It's how do you respond? The tension builds up. We can't control the environment. We can't control adversity. So yeah, your intent might be, cool off period, but how do you what does that look like? That was a really great question. For me, I am a big picture thinker. If I love you and I want to see you well, it is like, it's not that I don't care, but it's like, bro, like, if it doesn't have to do with my family, if it doesn't have to do with legacy, if it doesn't have to do with the longevity of what we're building, if it doesn't have to do with well-being, peace of mind, like the things that actually really matter. The little things matter. Your big picture, but the little things matter.
Of course, the way you do things matter, but it's like, how do we get to the point where we're both at peace and happy, and we're hungry, and not hungry, but we're at peace, we're happy, and we can build what we've been building. Like, I'm willing to work through anything. It's just the fact that like, if something is going to start lingering.
I'm a divorcee.
Oh, it's not as easy. I don't know.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not.
Then I'll be honestly and say, like, I don't know. All I know is myself.
Yes.
And I know, like, how I show up for people. I know I haven't seen a lot of people show up for me like that. So all I'm saying is, if you my queen and I chose you, because
if you happen to be in Target next week,
if I see you and I chose you, because honestly, no disrespect, like, I don't really think women choose men. I think really is men choosing women. And then a woman says, okay.
Run that back.
I don't think women choose men. I think men are actively the ones that have to choose, because they're the ones that got to get on the knee. They're the ones that got to go on the dates. They're the ones that, because that's what these women is demanding. They're the ones telling us that, hey, we got to do all these things. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I thought I had to go do all these things. Why people telling me what I got to do? So I feel like at the end of the day, like, men are actively the ones that have to do the work. Not saying women don't work at all. I'm saying we really got to go the 90 and y'all just got to show up with the 10 with hopes that you one day go 110 when I ain't got shit to go.
Nah, I think it ebbs and flows.
Without a doubt.
And because sometimes it's 99-1, but I'm a carry. I'll carry
sometimes
it.
Sometimes you might have to go 110. I don't got shit right now.
I don't want it
I
to.
want 90.
We don't
You know I
want
want 90 now.
We don't want to overdraft, but I'll carry that one.
I got investments. It's okay.
If your partner never carries that one and isn't willing to carry that one, doesn't know how to carry that one,
then that shouldn't be your partner.
Says who?
I think that shouldn't be a partner.
What?
I feel like, what is a partnership?
What is a partnership?
A partnership to me is not just a partnership. To me, is being able to work as a team, but for equal benefit.
People are selfish, though. We're humans.
I don't want a selfish person.
We do it.
I'm not saying like we don't have things that we value and that's important to us, but I want you to be selfless with me the way I'll be selfless with you.
Yeah, but we're human, man. The apple is eaten.
All I need is one. I don't need a million women.
Hey,
if I find one that fall into that line for me, that work with me, works how I like her to work, that look how I need her to look like, that tastes like what I need to take, I'm good.
He said,
that her
take your vitamins, ladies.
Drink plenty of cranberry juice.
Here you go.
Yeah. But like if her spec is my spec, that's how they say in my culture. She's not even my spec, bro. Like the type of car I drive, she would not even be the kind of car I like.
Right, but sometimes you have to drive the car. Period. Everybody has to take get their learner's permit, take the driver's test. Period. You cannot go up. You can't not do it. Right. So it's okay. I took the driver's test. Some people fail 3, 4, 5 times. Some people, they get it first try. Right. And now you got your license. It's like, oh, well, do I want a car? Do I want a coupe? Do I want an SUV? But sometimes if a regular 4-door is given to you, you don't know what an SUV is like. It's like, do you know how to park that? Sure don't.
Get there first. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You see me and it's like, oh, do you know how to parallel park? And I don't.
So how do you handle your conflict? What you looking for? To asking the same question you asked me.
How do I respond to conflict?
Yes. You be crying? You be throwing shit?
No.
You be cutting niggas? Huh? You be cutting their ties? You like you slash a tire too?
I'm very 4. It's the only way to do it. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm very analytical. And I need the clarity. But like I said, you gotta give it to me now, right? I'm really just I don't know, cause I might.
I mean, you asked that. That's why I said for me, all I need is someone who works with me the way I need them to work with me. I'm not a person that's like, like I don't even like. I just need someone who just understands. Like, yo, there's a bigger. Like we gotta buy into the same vision. That's it for me. I think it's as simple as that. If we both buy into the vision, listen. At the end of the day, and this is why I say that I get it. There's issues that are small, big, medium size. I get that. But I think one thing she's going to know from me is like, listen, no matter what the conflict is, I'm choosing you and I'm choosing us.
Because I put my independent hat on.
It's cool.
And it's like, hey, if we have a conflict, my response to that is going to be like, I could do this shit by myself.
But if that's the case, then we should never have even done this together.
It don't always be like that.
But that's how I'm hot or cold. Like, if you keep saying you want to do this by yourself, then why are you here?
Yeah, I was toxic.
If you're going to say you want to be here, then be here. Because I'm going to be here. I chose you.
So you should never ate my last donut then.
All right, well, fuck it. Here's 3 more boxes of donuts. Yeah, I'm that person. Oh, that's the issue? Oh, you want to get mad about that? Here's 3 boxes of donuts. Please don't get mad again.
But we have to have that. We have to have that communication. We have to talk about it.
If I'm locked in with you. I don't want. You're my one. You're my one. I told you I want one.
How do you know?
I chose you. No. The streets is bad. I've been in these streets for a long time. I know I think people forget that I've been outside for a long time.
He said this.
I want what I want. If you are not heard, then we don't even have to get. It don't gotta be that deep. Because I'll even know in my spirit if I could deal with you. I've been there for. I'm like, bro, I don't even like the way she talks to me.
But there's phases, and sometimes you have to go. Like I
don't even like the way she talks to me.
I needed that. I needed to date that person.
Gotta go.
At that time. I needed that.
I feel like I'm not looking for
friends too.
I'm the type of person like I'm not even looking for like an ultra submissive woman like that. Like I'm not.
Oof,
I'm saying like, listen, I want you to be a boss. I'm a boss already. You a boss too. I gotta respect you as my equal because I know
interdependent.
That's it. That's how deep it goes for me. So it's like I'm not gonna disrespect what I chased.
Ooh.
I'm not. Like my biggest thing is I don't want to mismanage my blessings. If you are a blessing to me, why would I? So if it's that deep, like, and I know like kids is gonna really throw the monkey wrench in everything because you think you know somebody until you have kids with them. So I get that. I get that postpartum. And I don't know if you could speak on this. I know you can, but I don't know if you want to. But like all my brothers, salute to all the brothers on our Organic Fatherhood podcast that we've been working on for Father's Day weekend. I do a podcast with all these young fathers and stuff.
I love that.
And the number one thing that everyone can't get figured out is postpartum. Because that postpartum,
you're a different person,
bro. These niggas is fed up.
Let's
fed up
with that.
Still dealing with it.
Yeah.
We already 2 years into the baby.
Because you're like, why? My body did this thing. My hormones are doing this thing. My brain is telling me this. My body is doing this. Like, I'm nowhere near my baby, but my baby's hungry. I know because my boobs told me so. So it's just like you can't control it. You can't control it at all.
Any advice for brothers dealing with women with postpartum?
Shut up. Just listen. Just be there. Because
these men is going through it.
A lot of the time, you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do except for just be there. And at those moments during like those postpartum like lows, men don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if your presence annoys her? Because you know that's a real thing.
But it's
a real thing.
Your presence itself is not annoying. It's what's coming out of your mouth. Like just be quiet and just be there. Just be there for me because I can't. Not only can you not do anything, but I can't do anything either. So it's kind of like I'm really stuck. So for you to just say the wrong things or for us to make a bad situation worse, and not bad, but a natural situation worse. It's just be there. Just, you ain't even gotta do nothing. But don't touch me either. But you ain't gotta.
I'm trying to think. Do I have any other real questions? I feel like we've talked about a lot of things. Only thing we really ain't touch on is sex, but I don't know if you really care to even talk about sex for real.
What happened? What about it? Don't do it.
Don't do it?
No.
Don't have it? Just leave it alone.
Don't play with your life like that.
Man. Because once you have sex, it's deep. We locked in.
No, I do believe in like soul ties, and I do believe in that the energy that you exchange. But I don't know.
I haven't had sex in like 3 years.
Just don't do it.
But the head, I'm just
or maybe I just have like severe trust issues. Like I don't.
You're not wrong. No,
it's
you're
like.
Not wrong.
Cause your friend got two other friends, like she got the lunch bag, she got the cardinal bag.
Bro, it's scary out here, and
I can't do it.
And you got to deal with all those personalities at different times just because you want to be horny. Nah, I just keep
the rose was on sale the other day. I got 2 new colors, but it's just you just don't do it. It's okay. Just wait for the one.
I'm just here minding my business.
Give her them 3 minutes because it's been a while.
3 minutes.
She'll understand.
3 minutes. Who's giving 3 minutes?
She'll understand.
3 minutes of what?
And that's it.
She ain't getting 3 minutes from me. 3 minutes.
She'll understand.
Ain't nobody giving no 3 minutes.
But don't do it.
If I give you 3 minutes the first time, I'll give you 30 minutes the second time.
Huh?
Yeah, we gonna bite to bite. Yeah, what you thought? The first round is just to open up the holes.
The way these dinosaur chicken nuggets work. No, I'm just kidding. They ready in about 8. Flip them over.
Oh, nah, you said we gotta go the quick. Is that how marriage is? Quickies all the time? Damn. I'm not getting married.
No. It's not. Like I said before, right? You make time. You do the things that you want to do. If you really want it, you'll do it. If you don't want to.
It seems stressful. Because I'm looking at it. It seems real stressful.
Sex during when you're married, it's not. I think when you find the right person, y'all it happens. The spark, it just doesn't die. You just keep
procreating
it. Yeah, like it's just like
I like you. You like me? I like you more.
Yeah, like the kids asleep. You gotta clean your car? I don't gotta clean my car. Yes, you do. Okay, let's go. So it's kind of just like you figure it out and you navigate, but you gotta have the partner that's willing to do it with you. I don't know.
This was pleasant.
Yes, always.
I'm happy.
Me too.
This is really good. All right. Well, if people want to find you, connect with you, see what you on, where can they go to do that?
Instagram, but Cletus is he done ruined that for y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
She said don't follow nothing.
No. But yeah, I could be found on Instagram at nby.g.
Make sure you DM her how much you make a year.
Don't DM me. You're so funny.
DM her, hi, my name is so I heard you off the podcast.
I need credentials.
Here's my resume.
I need 2 references.
These are my mans. My man Swikwan and my name Wakwan. They both going.
No,
not Wakwan.
I really don't want to date, so don't listen to this man.
Here's my boss. He'll
vouch for me.
Here's my professor from college. He's a great man. I would vouch for him for a job. I could vouch for him for marriage.
Stop it.
You think we need a vouching system for relationships? I think we need a vouching system for relationships.
No, because it's biased. It's biased.
I need a vouching system.
No, I
need to talk to 2 of your ex people.
Ex? I thought you meant like friend. Like a nigga could call you.
2 of your exes and a friend.
No.
And I need to talk to someone who's like that you like. They just unbiased.
We just talked about this though, because the person that my ex got is not who I am now. So he's gonna give you that like toxic.
But if you really still popping, I feel like you always gonna get the good report.
Yeah, but it's
if you popping, you still gonna get the good report. I don't speak ill,
because I'm not coming up off no man that is,
unless you really spiting me.
Like it's just I don't know.
I hope you don't spite nobody like
no references. Don't ask me for none.
All right, well, this was fun. Yes. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for yours.
Thank you for your energy.
Hello.
Thank you for making time for this.
Of course.
I think I'm gonna put this episode out tonight.
You thought you was gonna be close and then I not link you?
Nah. Come on, I would never even do
Talk
like
to
that.
Me nice.
You knew once I found out you was in the area, I hit the DM button quick.
Hello.
Hit the DM button quick. Like I'm one of those folks. I ain't gonna play with you like that.
Yeah, don't play with it.
Nah, never. But you're tuned in to Talk Ain't Cheap, Immaculate Love, 51st Dates, all of that. And y'all know the slogan. It's tuned to Talk Ain't Cheap. It's not that deep. It's a vibe.
It's not that deep.
It's a vibe.